Hey everyone, you're in your kitchen, grating cheese for the perfect pizza. And that simple tool in your hand has a wild history stretching back centuries. Did you know the cheese grater you use today started as something totally unexpected? Stick around, because today we are diving into the evolution of cheese graters, a story full of surprises, innovation, and even a little bit of cheese-obsessed madness. Welcome back to the channel, friends. I am so excited to talk about something we all take for granted, the cheese grater. It sits in our drawers, quietly waiting for its moment to shine. But how often do we stop to think about where it came from or how it became the kitchen MVP it is today? In this video, we are going on a journey through time to uncover the origins, the upgrades, and the downright quirky moments that shaped this tool. We will explore its humble beginnings, the genius innovations that made it better, its role in cultures around the world, and some fun facts that will make you the ultimate cheese grater trivia champ. So, grab a snack, preferably something cheesy, and let us get started. Let us kick things off with where it all began. The cheese grater story starts way back in the 16th century, believe it or not. Historians point to France as the birthplace, and it all ties to a guy named Francois Boulier. This dude was a cheese merchant who had a problem. His hard cheeses, like Parmesan, were drying out and getting tougher to sell. So, around the 1540s, he came up with a brilliant idea. He took a woodworking tool rasp, basically a rough metal file, and started scraping it over the cheese to create little edible flakes. Genius, right? That rasp was not fancy. It was just a flat piece of metal with jagged edges, but it worked. People could turn rock-hard cheese into something they could sprinkle on their food. Word spread fast, and soon folks across Europe were using similar tools. Back then, cheese was not just food, was currency, a status symbol, a way to survive long winters. So, this little invention was a game changer. Imagine trying to gnaw on a block of stale cheese versus sprinkling some fresh gratings on your bread. Night and day difference. By the 17th century, these early graters started showing up in kitchen records. They were not called cheese graters, yet people just referred to them as scrapers or rasps. And they were not mass-produced either. If you wanted one, a blacksmith or craftsman had to make it by hand. That meant every grater was unique, kind of like a snowflake. But, for cheese. Fast forward a couple hundred years, and the cheese grater started to evolve. The Industrial Revolution in the 19th century changed everything. Suddenly, machines could churn out metal tools faster and cheaper than ever. Enter the box grater, that four-sided beast we all know and love. Around the 1920s, an American inventor named Geoffrey Taylor patented the first official box grater. He took the flat rasp idea and turned it into a 3D tool with different sides for slicing, shredding, and grating. Talk about a globe. But why stop there? People got creative. In the mid-20th century, rotary graters hit the scene. You have probably seen these. They look like little hand-cranked machines. You pop the cheese in, turn the handle, and boom, perfectly grated cheese comes out. These were a hit in restaurants and homes because they saved time and effort. No more sore arms from rubbing cheese against a grater for 10 minutes. Then came the electric graters in the late 20th century. Plug it in, press a button, and watch the cheese shred itself. Lazy, maybe. Efficient. Absolutely. Today, we have microplane graters, those super sharp, fine-edged tools that chefs swear by. They started as woodworking tools in the 1990s, but someone figured out they were perfect for zesting citrus and grating cheese. Now, they are a kitchen staple. From a rusty old rasp to high-tech gadgets, the cheese grater has come a long way, folks. Okay, let us talk about why cheese graters matter beyond the kitchen. In Italy, for example, grating cheese is practically an art form. Think about Parmigiano, the king of cheeses. Italians have been grating it over pasta for centuries, and the grater is a symbol of their food culture. It is not just a tool. It is a tradition passed down through generations. Over in the US, the cheese grater became a household name thanks to the rise of convenience foods. When processed cheese like Kraft singles took off in the 1950s, people still wanted that fresh grated texture for their mac and cheese or casseroles. The grater bridged the gap between prepackaged and homemade. It was like a little piece of kitchen magic. And let us not forget the quirky side of things. In some places, cheese graters have popped up in art and folklore. There is even a bizarre urban legend from the UK about a haunted cheese grater that supposedly shredded more than just cheese. Spooky, right? Whether it is a practical tool or a cultural icon, the cheese grater has carved out a special place in our lives. Now, let us sprinkle in some fun facts to blow your mind. Did you know the world's largest cheese grater is over 10 feet tall? It was built in Wisconsin, America's cheese capital land. It is fully functional. Imagine grating a giant wheel of cheddar with that thing. Here is another one. In the 1970s, a company tried to market a cheese grater glove. Picture this metal glove with tiny holes so you could grate cheese by rubbing it with your hand. It flopped hard because, well, it was dangerous and kind of ridiculous. Oh, and get this. Cheese graters have been to space. Astronauts on the International Space Station use a special grater to prep their food. Turns out, even in zero gravity, humans crave that fresh grated goodness. Who knew cheese graters were so out of this world? So, there you have it, the wild, cheesy ride of the cheese grater's evolution. From a desperate merchant's rasp in 16th century France to a high-tech tool orbiting Earth, this little gadget has shredded its way through history. It is a reminder that even the simplest things in our kitchens have incredible stories. Next time you grate some cheese, give that grater a little nod of appreciation. It has earned it. If you loved this deep dive into cheese grater history, hit that like button and share this video with your fellow food nerds. Have a wild cheese grater story of your own. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And do not forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss an adventure like this. Thanks for hanging out with me today, folks. Till next time, keep exploring, keep eating, and keep grating. See you in the next video. Bye for now.